Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. This is me, Humaira Mumtaz, your biology teacher. You are going to study biology with me in grade 8th. First of all, let me welcome you all in grade 8th, and I wish you a very good luck for your studies. And I also pray that you all stay safe in the recent threat. Okay, in grade 8th, we are going to study two chapters related to biology from this book, General Science, which I have already displayed in front of you. And then we are going to study chapters from book 9th. What actually biology is the study of life or living organisms. Biology is actually a combination of two words, bios and logos. Bio simply means life and logos means to study. Here in this slide, you can see several living organisms, for example, frog, fish, butterfly, leaf, and many other. And here you can see microscope, lens, and several other tools. These are actually used to study the life and the living organisms. Okay, today's lesson actually focuses on chapter 1, that is human organ systems. There are several organ systems present in human body, but the main focus of this lesson will be nervous system. So the chapter that is human organ systems, and the topic which we are going to study today is nervous system. Before directly moving on to what actually nervous system is, let me just discuss few levels of organizations. In this slide, you can see several levels of organization. Organ systems level of organization is actually the focus of today's lesson. But before organ system level of organization, there are several basic levels of organization, starting with the cell, then comes tissue, then comes organ, then comes organ systems, and then so on. You have already studied about the cell, tissue, organ. Cell, that is actually the basic structural and functional unit of all known living organisms. The basic structure and basic function is actually performed by cell. Then the next level of organization comes, that is tissue. Tissue is simply the collection of cells. Then the next level comes, that is of organ. That is actually the collection or group of tissues. And when different tissues combine together, we get the level of organization that is termed as organ system. Simply, organ system is the level of organization in which several organisms are grouped together to perform a similar function. There are several organ systems in our body: digestive system, circulatory system, excretory system, and nervous system. So nervous system, what actually nervous system is? Nervous system is an organ system in our body which carries messages from one part of the body to another. Why it carries messages from one part of the body and delivers it to another? Simply in order to provide coordination between different body parts. So as a result of this coordination, our body can function as a one unit. Human nervous system consists of two main divisions: peripheral nervous system, abbreviated as capital PNS, and central nervous system, abbreviated as capital CNS. Okay, this is the slide which is giving you more idea about the nervous system and its divisions. The main nervous system, it is divided into central nervous system, that is CNS, and peripheral nervous system, that is PNS. Now, central nervous system, as it is a system, so it is formed by combination of several organs. One of the organ of the central nervous system is brain, and the second organ is spinal cord. So brain and spinal cord collectively form central nervous system. And what about peripheral nervous system? Peripheral nervous system is actually composed of several networks of nerves. There are several nerves which join together to form a network that is termed as peripheral nervous system. Okay, my dear students, there is a bit more information about the central nervous system, that is capital CNS, again made up of brain and spinal cord. Now, what actually its function? Its function is to act as a control center, the main center or the core which coordinates our body activities. Here you can see through this figure the brain and the spinal cord. This is collectively making our central nervous system. And here, where my cursor is moving, the yellow thread-like structures, these are nerves, and these nerves are actually forming a network that is termed as peripheral nervous system. Okay, peripheral nervous system is actually composed of several nerves which carry message to and from the central nervous system. Now, to and from, what does that mean? That actually means all the nerves which carry message towards the central nervous system, plus all the nerves which carry message away from the central nervous system. Those two types of nerves, the nerves carrying message towards the central nervous system and the nerves carrying message away from the central nervous system, collectively form peripheral nervous system, that is PNS. Okay. So both PNS and CNS, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, work in coordination with each other and allow our body to respond to the external factors. Here is the word stimuli. Stimuli is any external factor, any agent from our surrounding environment which causes our body to produce changes. And how our body copes with those changes? Simply by the coordination of nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Both coordination provides nervous system to function as a one unit and respond to the external factors. Okay. The second ingredient of today's lesson is structure of neuron or nerve cell. What actually neuron or nerve cell is? Neuron and nerve cell are the same terms used for the same structure. Neuron or nerve cell means the same. Neuron or nerve cell is actually the basic structural and functional unit of the nervous system. The system is actually formed by neurons at the cell level. You can call neuron or nerve cell is actually a cell that is actually joining together to form the tissues and then organs and then organ system that we termed as nervous system. What is function of neurons? Neurons actually transmit messages in the form of electrochemical waves. We call these messages as nerve impulses. Neuron in its structure consists of four main components: the dendrites, cell body, axon, and terminal end. Through this figure, you can have more clear idea about the structural components of neuron. These short thread-like structures or the branches are termed as dendrites. These, where my cursor is moving. Now this central core is termed as cell body, which consists of the cytoplasm. This one is, and as well as the central agent, that is nucleus. Both cytoplasm and nucleus collectively form the cell body. Now this long thread-like structure formed of several cells is termed as axon, and the cells which are making up axon are termed as Schwann cell, and these cells release a thick gummy secretion that is termed as myelin sheath. In between two Schwann cells, where myelin sheath is absent, is actually termed as node of Ranvier. And these one, the fourth main component, the terminal ends. Okay, the four main structural components, let me revise it: the dendrites, the cell body having the cytoplasm and nucleus, the long thread-like structure, axon, and the terminal ends. Okay, in this slide, all the same components have been written, which I have already discussed through the figure. Now, let me discuss their function. For function, I'll again move back to the figure. Okay, so these thread-like structures, which we have called them as dendrites, are actually responsible for carrying off messages from the surrounding environment and deliver that message to the cell body. Cell body is the structural central core. It receives nerve impulses or messages from the dendrites. Now, dendrites which they have carried message from the surrounding environment, they have delivered it to the cell body. Now this cell body transmits that message to the axon, this thread-like structure. This axon receives messages from the cell body, which cell body has actually received from the dendrites. Now the message after passing through the axon is transmitted to the terminal ends, and from these terminal ends the message is transferred to the next cell. The same very explanation which I have mentioned is written over here. Dendrites carry message towards the cell body, axon carry impulses away from the cell body, and dendrites receive messages from other axons, and terminal ends of the axon transmit message to the next cells. So this was the end of today's lesson. These are few questions which you should be able to answer after having this lesson. This is your home task. You have to fill it completely. This is exactly from the lesson which I have delivered today, and this is the second part of your homework. This is a figure here. I have only given the labelings, but you have to draw it as well and label it as well. I hope, my dear students, you have a good idea about the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, and the structure of neuron or nerve cell. You have to do this homework which I have mentioned, and you have to send me this homework back within 2 to 3 days of uploading lecture. Thank you very much.